Hey guys, good morning from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Welcome back to the channel once again. Today I'm going to be doing, after the huge, that video that I did on Hawas, I would like to just say something on that. Yesterday when I did that video, I sort of, I'm decanting this as well, so the bottle is going down quickly. But this fragrance, it's a really nice fragrance, okay? Just a little bit detail that I missed out on this, that when I wear this fragrance, I missed out on saying the fact that this fragrance has a nice little citrus up top, which I did not get from any other take or dupes of Paradise Garden or Paradise Garden itself. That one has coconut, mint, and everything. This one also has, this one is green, fresh, minty, everything. But for this, about 5 seconds or so, when you spray it, initially you get a bit of a citrus blast. Okay, so I will update on that in maybe a few days or so on the performance and everything. So let me put in the meanwhile a list and a morning thoughts episode. Okay, so first fragrance I'm going to show you. This fragrance all randomly chosen today. My only focus was to see budget, okay, and budget fragrances many people are looking for. So what is a good budget? Budget could be different things to different people. Some people think $5 is a good budget, and some people would say 40, 50, $100 is a good budget. So what is ideally budget fragrance to me? Budget fragrances usually are in today's market, in the today's world. If you are being practical, if you want to spend about, say, looking at this collection here, what I have today, $45, that is affordable list right now to get a decent fragrance. Previously, 2-3 years back, this same category could be like $35. So $10-15 more, every fragrance went up, but it's still okay. So on the fragrance I think it's worth getting is Cool Water, the classic one, and I bought this quite few years back. This fragrance is now timeless classic. This one I will keep it in the same family as something like Aqua di Gios, CK Ones, Daniel Desire Red, so CK Obsession, this kind of fragrance, CK One, all these perfumes, right? So this one belongs in that family of classics now, okay? And this fragrance definitely has a lot of flankers, but the only thing Davidoff did not make right after this is that I do enjoy the other flankers they made, but they should have made a potent version of it. Like, this thing actually is not super long lasting. I get away 3.5 hours from it on a decent day, weekends. And when I wear this one takes me back, in the 2000s, 1990s, so when times were more simpler, I could think of not very many fragrances were out there. So this used to be a huge fragrance, and this fragrance, even though it's affordable, this fragrance is an iconic one. It holds special place in many people's heart, right? So this one, if you do not know already by now, it's a kind of a blue, green, lavender, and lemon verbena, all these things mixed together. It's kind of like a nice marine scent. So this fragrance is a little bit mature, and I would say if you put this on, it's not going to excite you so much, but it excites me still. Like, let's say Fahrenheit, I wear it after a long time. I really think it's a grand fragrance. Cool Water has the same vibe. So to some people who are new right now, if they were not growing up with Cool Waters or haven't seen the years of evolution, they would not find this fragrance anything special. But I think Cool Water is still special. So try it out. If you can find a vintage, you can get that one. I heard it got some tobacco. Next one is a decent fragrance. I'm not going to call this a very grand perfume, but within $20-25 is a good fragrance for people who love amber. This is Jaguar Classic Amber. This fragrance, I did not get so much wearing out of it. I just wore it maybe last 2 years or so, like winter's casual days. So just like 6-7 sprays each, okay? But when I smell this perfume, it's like this line itself is very affordable. So see, I hadn't sprayed for some time. But when I smell this is a quite nice fragrance, to be honest. Decent perfume. If you want to start your game on amber-based perfumes, but you don't have huge budget or something like that, you can try this. This one can be used in the office, like one of those perfumes, like you are not seeking for attention, you're not looking for compliments and stuff like that, but you want to smell nice, but you don't want to spend, just again leave it in the office, in the corner of the desk, this kind of fragrance. If the office has AC going on mid-fall, this fragrance will work great. This is a fragrance nobody mentioned, so I thought I have another Jaguar coming up, but this one is okay, good fragrance. For the price, you cannot go wrong. My favorite from this is Jaguar Classic Gold, okay? But isn't it gold? Yeah, that's Classic Gold. That's my favorite, but this is a close second. The next one I'm going to show you, this is more of the modern fragrance. This one I bought and I thought, why not? When you make list, some people are looking for something nice, decent for about $25, $20. This is one of those fragrances. This is from House of Lattafa, Maison, Alhambra, Exquisite EDP Prive. I looked at the name because you just take a moment and realize how many like letters are there in each name and how long the name actually is. So these are kind of ridiculous for me because you can just simply put Prive, okay, and that would do. So it's okay, never mind. The Lattafa made a lot of perfumes I reviewed. I think the most number of perfumes I reviewed are Lattafa right now. This is a very interesting perfume in a way that if you like Givenchy Gentleman Reserve Prive, Gentleman EDP, this falls in the same like ballpark, you know, like a family. When I smell this in the air, it smells very, very close to Reserve Prive. But when you put it on the skin, what will happen is you'll start seeing that this is more simplified, like more less complex version of that and less longevity, obviously. But for the price, it smells really, really nice. If you have a decant carrying, you know, in your pocket, if you're carrying one, you can respray this every 2 to 3 hours. It will come back. Okay, I love the opening, but the dry down, it's not as gorgeous as the Givenchy, but still pretty good deal for the money. So if your major concern is budget, definitely you can try it. Exquisite Puram Prive, just keep the name like that. Okay, so nice juice color as well. Okay, so next one is the other Jaguar I was talking about. This Jaguar is a bit rare, and this one is not in Fragrantica. Not many people reviewed this. I saw it once, you know, I did, I think, quite a few from this line, Excellence line. This is Jaguar Excellence Intense Fragrance, okay? So, excellent intense. You can see the juice color. It's kind of brown, boozy juice color, and kind of like a nice, thick Jaguar bottle. Looks like one of their cars, right? So, it's a nice perfume. Once again, if you are looking in the market like let's say $35-40, you can try that. And this fragrance is very decent for colder months. This one has good potency, about 6 hours. This fragrance actually works better in winter. I'm not going to say it's a summer perfume. If you put this on, what's going to happen is you're going to be welcome with kind of like pink pepper, kind of citrus, you know, and amber, like pink pepper, black pepper. But on the dry down, it goes kind of like a leather, woody texture and a little bit of a sandalwood. So if you're a fan of woody, spicy kind of fragrance in the winter time, this is a good fragrance. It smells like some of the perfumes I smelled before, but I cannot exactly remember what they were. But it's really a good perfume, solid fragrance for the price. Jaguar Excellence Intense. After that, there's a new fragrance which I did not wear because I got this after the winter was over and I wanted to finish the line review. That's why I got this. And this is similar to two other fragrances that I have, which are Take On, I think, what is it called? Imperial Valley. Okay, that fragrance. So Imperial Valley, I never got to try Gisa or Gisa perfumes, but I did try Hawas Elixir, which is my favorite, as well as there's a fragrance called, what's the other one? The Ibrahim Al Qureshi something. I had it here. Yeah, it's here. It's not Ibrahim Al Qureshi, sorry. It's Abdul, not even Abdul Samad, sorry about that. This is Blue Oud by Ahmed Al Maghribi. Yeah, this fragrance. Okay, if you like these, the Hawas Elixir, you can give it a try. This is from Khair, Paris Corner, original Khair. Okay, my bottle is exactly full. I remember reviewing it last time, and as much as I spread, it remained there. Okay, so this perfume bottle is very beautiful, and it's a very beast mode fragrance. But the difference between the other two dupes that I talked about, like Hawas Elixir, right? Man, nowadays I forget. Hawas Fire, sorry, I'm saying Elixir. Hawas Fire, the red bottle. That and this are the two major ones. The Ahmed Al Maghribi one is also very good, long lasting, but this one is the serious version of those. Okay, it's less playful. It doesn't have like a sweetness, overload fruitiness. This one goes straight to like something like oud, sweet oud, but it's kind of serious, something that you like to wear on a serious affair, and it does last a long time. Even if you wear this in the summer, make sure you do not over spray so you'll choke people. Okay, but it's a very nice perfume for the price. Check out my review, then you'll get some idea what this smells like. Okay, so now 5 left, and I'm sorry, I'm having some tea because I don't know, it's just like the day of Eid, first day of Eid already gone, and it was very sort of depressing. Everywhere I went, it was very quiet, and somehow I didn't feel the spirit of Eid or holiday because it was not much happy vibe. Okay, I did spend some time outside, but then I came back, you know, around midnight or something. But anyway, tomorrow let's see if this day is better if it rains. Okay, so number five is a fragrance I recently got, and this perfume is from House of Rayhaan or Rayhaan. This is the Pacific line, and this is called Aura. This is for men, but this is kind of like a take on Pacific Chill, I think. Comes with now new magnetic caps, very nice. Atomizer is very good, good performer, and it's a green, fresh mojito like fragrance. Okay, if you like freshies with a hint of green, like herbal, fresh green citrus mojito kind, like grapefruit mojito, if you like that. And I'll admit to many of you know me or don't know me. Some of you may say, hey man, why do you know so much about drinks? Someone asked me like, hey, why you talk about drinks? Are you a drinker? Well, there was a time I used to party. Okay, so there was a time I was sort of like the designated bartender for our parties and all that. I had a restaurant. I used to have clients and all that. But anyway, apart from that, I remember the smell, because nowadays, and now we are old, we cannot afford to do that. But the mojito is one of the refreshing drinks in summer. This smells very, very good representation of that, like ice crushed, with that grapefruit and then mint they put, and very nice solid summer perfume. If you stay in the office, the fragrance will last up to 6 hours. Okay, but good release, and for price, very, very good. Okay, Rayhaan, Pacific Aura. So the next one is going to be Ahmed Maghribi, and this fragrance I got just to review. There's another bottle looks just like this, and I think that is Couture something. This one is called Couture Noir, and the other one I forgot the name actually. That was something like a sweet citrusy perfume, but very similar looking bottle. Okay, so that was maybe I don't remember. Okay, so this I got because I heard this is a take on Aventus, and yeah, I know many of you will be like, no, skip this one, no more Aventus clone. I understand that's getting boring and everything, but I understand one thing, that not everybody has everything, and not everybody has so many dupes of Aventus. So maybe they don't want to even buy CD right now because it's expensive, So compared to those 20 something dollars, if you want to get a nice, decent fragrance which is clean, long lasting, nothing original. I will just make it clear, you're not going to find anything in this fragrance when you spray this like this, you're not going to smell anything that smells like phenomenal, like there's this new like, how to say, blue streak, someone, not blue streak, what do you call it, whatever, there's like a nice little new refreshing accord that makes this DNS so great. No, it is a very decent, juicy, fruity, citrusy bergamot take on the Aventus, and it lasts a long time. That's what it matters. This is way superior deal to Mont Blanc Explorer, something like it. Okay, so give it a try. Couture Noir, check out my review. This is Ahmed Al Maghribi. Okay, very affordable. The next three are the top three. The top three, let me start with this one. This fragrance I bought, I already had one fragrance from, forgot the name, from the house of French Avenue. Forgot the name actually, but that one was a very good take on Altair, and I have another take on Altair which I also do not remember the name, but this one I remember the name. This is called Classic Stone from Niche Amarati line, and this is from House of Lattafa. Gorgeous bottle, presentations are phenomenal. These Khanjar, this Niche Amarati line. Some people say Emirati. I think it's Amarati. If Arab people, that's how I heard them say it. Like some of my friends who lived in Dubai, they said Amarati. Like they say it differently. So Arabic is a very different kind of language. So this fragrance is very, very beast mode, very long lasting, and very polished. I heard. I think one. There's a fragrance from Arabian Oud, which was very expensive. It looks like a gemstone green bottle. That one costed like $150. I'm like, why? 40, 45 bucks, you can get this. The atomizer is okay. It smells really great. It has that signature ginger spices, like it's a spicy woody fragrance, but it smells like Christmas, in a bottle. So definitely give it a try. And Altair is super expensive if you can't afford it. Look at the bottle. This one has really nice looking bottle. This is my number 3 today. That one is around $40. So next one is something I wore like a couple of days back. One guy said, this thing I do not like because this turns super powdery on me on summers and I don't like it. Totally see it, but sometimes it's still, I wonder how fragrance game is so subjective. Like some people will love something, some people say, yeah, it's not working. The fragrance is called CK All. Okay, so CK All, I told you I love this fragrance. This is one of my favorite Calvin Klein perfumes, top 5 easily, like period. This one has the rhubarb, the citrus, orange, all those things, but kind of like a musky base. So it is more bodied, more full bodied. I won't say version of CK1. This is better than CK1. This is perfect. Like if you like Lacoste, what's that fragrance? Lacoste, not essential. Lacoste, L'Homme. That and this two are two of my favorite summer perfumes. Okay, does last about 3 to 4 hours. Good fragrance. I love this. Okay, if you don't have this, I don't know if it's discontinued or so, but if you find it somewhere, give it a try. CK all and try to get a 200 ml. I want to get a backup bottle of that. I'll finish with number one today. Okay, this fragrance, like I just suddenly remember that I had it, and I thought at one point that maybe I don't have this anymore because I maybe sold off the bottle. And this is a very weird feeling. Sometimes you think that you haven't had this for a number of years, but suddenly that you see it at the back, the box or the shelf, then oh, I still have it. So this fragrance is called Lattafa Liam or Liam Grey. Okay, this fragrance I did also Blue Shine or Lattafa Liam Blue. That one was like more of a profondo sort of fragrance. So this is number one today. Okay, this is literally a very expensive smelling perfume with huge quality. This one has quality. It smells creamy. This one has sandalwood spices. I would say Gris Charnel or Gris Charnel. I don't know how you say that. Of that house, what is that house called? Gris Charnel is from. I opened it. I forgot the house name actually. Sorry, I do apologize because it's annoying that if I forget a lot, but I do have issues with the diabetes, so I do have memory loss sometimes. Yeah, Gris Charnel Extrait BDK perfumes. Okay, this is a take on that. Very, very creamy perfume, and when you spray this, sometimes I get a feel of Chanel Allure. Okay, I don't know why, because the perhaps the pepper spice is very masculine on the opening, but the creaminess on the dry down, it stays mild, spicy, sweet, woody, and that doesn't change after that. The BDK perfumes I love. I reviewed I think 3 or 4, and those fragrances, there was a time they could be had for maybe $150. Now they're easily over 220, 230, and those price points even more so than that. Testers, I cannot say that I cannot afford it. I can afford, but if I buy one perfume and for each month if I buy 2 or 3, for me the fragrance game is not worth it. I cannot do content creating. So content creation wise, this is, you can get 2-3 bottles of it. You can try the other dupes of it. I think there's one more dupe, I can remember the name, which was also good, but great fragrance. Okay, Lattafa Liam, for the price, amazing. Presentation is also very good. Okay, thank you so much for watching. Let's do a video. Perhaps if you want to watch that, we'll talk about happiness, a state of mind or human beings and stuff. So if you're up for that, you can watch it, and otherwise have a nice day, good evening or good night from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Bye bye.